Hi, ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing? Okay, so this is coming out of Turkey. Their President Erdogan, no doubt under the authority of NATO, being his go-to group, basically said that he's redefining Turkey's interpretation of what terrorists are and all the others to include supporters and various other persons such as civil activists and journalists. Turkey's President Tayyip Erdogan has claimed the definition of terrorist should be changed to include their supporters, such as MPs. Somebody fill me in with MPs are. I'm not familiar with what that is. Civil activists and journalists. Basically says it comes after 3 academics were arrested on charges of terrorism propaganda after publicly reading out a declaration that reiterated a call to end security operations in southeast Turkey, a predominantly Kurdish area. So you guys get that idea, right? Because they wanted to end a conflict which was making the government shitloads of money, killing their own citizens and harboring on the Kurds and everything else. Those people were now terrorists. Mr. Erdogan has said the academics will pay a price for their treachery. More than likely, they will receive a terrorism or a treason charge. So, that's all I really want to say about this because I really don't like this guy. I've heard some really sick, twisted things that'll make Putin sound like a choir boy for the Pope on Sunday with lube. So, I don't really want to get into this much. I've covered this once or twice in other topics where journalists are becoming a target. See, here's the problem with what they think journalism is and isn't. They think journalism is what they tell people to say instead of just reporting what you find. See, I'm not doing anything wrong because what I'm doing is I'm reporting what's already out there. And generally, it's already been out there by the bigger news stories, so I'm not technically doing anything wrong. But these guys would be the ones that are at the events, recording, and everything else. Now, unfortunately, in today's world, do I support those people? Yes, depending on the event. Yes, depending on the people recording. But not always in all parts and everything else. I mean, like I said before, none of these churches, folks, have ever come to me with money. None of these groups, like We Are Change or anything else have ever really come to me. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just doing current events. I'm not doing news. I'm not doing journalism. So, and if I was in Turkey, I would not be in Turkey. I have absolutely no interest in ever visiting Turkey. It's true. Even from a historical perspective, I have absolutely no interest in visiting Turkey. And that's the honest truth. It has nothing to do with Erdogan. It has nothing to do with his successor, whoever that will be. I have no interest in being involved in Turkey. I have some interest in going to Egypt, just to see the pyramids. I'd like to go to Saudi Arabia once, because I want to see the fenced-off area that they're claiming is Mount Sinai. I really do want to see that. Although I believe it not to be, because in the Bible and all the other holy texts and all the things, if you read it, the area it's supposed to be in is slightly different than where it is right now, which means the borders must have moved a little bit here and there. So, it is what it is and how you believe it to be. But this man is saying that MPs, civil activists, and journalists are terrorists, or will be so soon if his government gets its law code the way they want. And no doubt, this is under NATO. This is going to be a UN agenda. And, countries will be split down the line as to what this is and what this isn't, ladies and gentlemen. So, thank you. It is unfortunately coming to this, ladies and gentlemen.